Hello everyone, and welcome back to Steins Gate, my darling's embrace. I'm G, and we have had a rather touching moment with FARIS. And now I am getting a call from Mayuri. Right at that moment, our cell phones ring almost simultaneously. I quickly reach into my pocket. FARIS immediately backs away and starts rummaging through her bag for hers. Huh? Mayuri? Shouldn't they both be in the middle of work?
Something happened?
Hello?
Okay, this is bad.
Goodness gracious. Gotta distinguish the Mayushi and FARIS voices again. What happened?
There are a bunch of trucks, like Zoom.
Trucks?
Yeah, and the inside of the building is all like, stomp stomp boom.
Come on, use your words. I have no idea what you mean by zoom and stomp and whatever. Mayuri's clearly panicked. Across from me, it seems like FARIS has gotten a much better explanation of the situation with Rukiko. She stands up, almost kicking the chair out from under her.
Got it, we're on our way. You and the others just stay put.
FARIS and I exchange looks before she quickly starts to make her way towards Meikuin Yanyan. I'm right behind her. Look, we'll talk when I get there. Just stay put with Rukiko and the others, got it?
Okay.
What happened?
Look at Yan sound pretty shaken up. 4 degrees Celsius is up to no good.
What?
Either way, we gotta hurry.
Got it. Before we realize it, our brisk walk has turned into a dash. FARIS re-equips her cat ears.
Combat mode initiated, nya.
I can see the fire in this cat girl's eyes. That same cat girl begins to send emails out to different people while she sprints towards her cafe. What the?
Anya!
FARIS and I stand wide-eyed in shock in front of Meikuin Yanyan. Mayuri wasn't kidding when she said there were trucks going zoom. Every street surrounding the building that Meikuin Yanyan occupies is filled with moving trucks. Workers are going to and fro, carrying pieces of furniture and other assorted items. Ah! FARIS and I rush up the stairs and burst into Meikuin.
It's okay, no FARIS-chan.
Mayuri immediately runs up to us. Rukiko and the other maids also walk over, uneasy expressions on their faces.
Is everyone okay? Nothing scary happened to you, nya? No, we're all okay. What's going on? The stores and offices in the building. They're all in a hurry to leave.
Everyone besides us?
Yeah. And you, FARIS knows that businesses here were closing up shop lately, but...
What's 4 degrees Celsius up to? Ha ha! I'll fill you in, my delicious little sacrifices. I look towards the source of the pompous, unpleasant voice in the doorway. There I see someone equally as unpleasant. You bastard! Your tiny little hearts must be on the verge of bursting under the pressure of fear and terror. 4 degrees Celsius and his goons loudly enter the cafe.
What's the meaning of this, nyan?
Whoa there, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We haven't even been formally introduced yet.
Yeah?
Who'd have thought that such a young brat was the owner of a cafe like this? Damn it, he figured it out. Now that he knows FARIS is the owner, who knows what he'll do? I step out in front of her, trying to act as something of a shield. I signal with my hand for Mayuri, Rukiko, and the others to take refuge in the back of the kitchen. Ah, look at the sad little mutt pretending to be a knight. You stand before the new emperor reigning over the city. You dare stand against Emperor 4 degrees Celsius? Emperor? That's a laugh. You've only gotten this here because of your skeevy tactics. Homin Kyoma would never take the knee for such a coward. Skeevy tactics, you say? Ah, filthy low-class commoner, you know nothing of my strategic brilliance. This is just business, my friend. It's different from whatever make-believe game you're playing. Enough with the pretentious talk. What the hell are you up to? You mean all that? Hehehe. 4 degrees Celsius shoots a look of satisfaction out the window. Huge numbers of workers are packing things into the trucks. You want to know? You really want to know? What you see before you is the Duke of Darkness's next grand plan, for you see, even if his opponents are mere pawns, the king must always crush his enemies. 4 degrees Celsius gestures as wildly as ever, all the while barfing up his absurdities. Very well. Great Gaia has ordered me to inform you of my amazing deeds. After a long and extremely unnatural pause, 4 degrees Celsius opens his mouth to speak. Oh, you see, this building will soon be mine. What? FARIS and I can't help but be taken aback. I see my brilliance is too much for your puny brains to comprehend. To be exact, the monetary fund backing me is purchasing it, but they put me in charge of all business decisions here. This is my castle. 4°C proudly begins to lay out his plan to us. Apparently, he had been steadily working on this eviction project, offering tenants in the building large sums of money as compensation and even larger threats. We were so focused on trying to rebuild Queen Yanyan that we let all of this slip by right under our noses. A fatal miscalculation. And now, alas, today the evictions are fully finished. The time has come for the hunter, the tiger lying in wait to bare his fangs and strike his prey. And of course, that tiger is me, and you are my prey. 4°C stares straight at us as he licks his lips.
Behind the building, kicking everyone out. What are you after, Nya?
Hey, isn't it obvious? I'm going to create heaven. Heaven? Precisely. I'm going to renovate the entire building. Every floor and inch will be occupied by maid cafes, net cafes, darts bars, pool bars, every type of amusement you can think of. This building will metamorphose into the great entertainment metropolis known only as 4°C's heaven. I can see Faris grinding her teeth in frustration. A fire burns in her eyes as she glares at the man in front of her. No attempt to mask that rage. 4°C grins broadly, soaking it all in. Now then, with that said, 4°C takes out what appears to be a stack of documents. I'll need a signature from the owner of Queen as well.
What is this?
Documents to cancel the tenant contract. Considering our wonderful friendship, I made the terms most agreeable to you. Now hold on, why should she have to sign this? Say what? The law is on her side, you can't force her to sign anything. Shut up, amateur. Who said I'm forcing her? I'm simply asking her. Soldier of fortune of the food industry. Great cafe producer of darkness, 4°C is here bowing his head to her. 4°C brings his sweaty face too close for comfort. You see, first through fourth floors of this building are already scheduled to become new age maid cafes, operated by yours truly. I'm not so sure an old dumpy cafe will see much foot traffic going forward. I can't be responsible for what happens to this place. Believe me, I'd love to share the stage as fellow entertainers, but there's a time and a place for everything, no? Damn you! He's trying to cut us off. He's proclaiming to our faces that he plans on isolating us in the building if we don't do what he says. You damn coward. Coward? Not at all. You're just idiots. A tiny, slow Siamese cat is nothing before my razor-sharp black fangs. 4°C, drunk on his own words, shouts into the air. He then shoves the documents towards Faris. Come, give in and just sign the papers.
Never, Nya.
Faris announces her intentions clearly and concisely, then moves to tear up the papers. Are you crazy? 4°C's eyes widen, and he quickly tries to grab the documents from her. With the worst possible timing, Faris' head just happens to be in the trajectory of 4°C's hand. Watch out! The moment I shout, 4°C's hand violently hits Faris in the head.
Nya!
Faris staggers back, holding her head in her hands. Faris! I immediately leap toward her, holding her in my arms to shield her. In all the chaos, 4°C and I end up colliding. Ah! Upon seeing this all unfold, 4°C's goons charge at me. You bastard! Yeah! An impressive counterpunch hits me square in the jaw.
Yoma! Okay. Okay, Pei-san.
My jaw feels like it's going to explode. The pain runs through my head, my ears ringing loudly. My vision turns black for a moment. Take this! Die! And then I feel the pain from a second and third hit. The goons mercilessly punch and kick me. Take this and that. Ah! Yeah! Ah! You fools, cease this at once. Getting physical is strictly prohibited. Stop it! 4°C regains his senses and immediately starts yelling at his goons. Unfortunately, they're so fired up that they don't even hear his orders. Still shielding Faris from danger, I do my best to endure their flurry of violence, but after repeated kicks to the legs and abdomen, I've just about hit my limit.
Yoma!
I think I can hear Faris speaking to me, but my consciousness is beginning to fade. And then, my body slowly begins to fall forward. Huh? What? No matter how long I wait, the impact from hitting the floor never arrives. Someone's hand is firmly grabbing me by the collar. You alright, Ocarine? Daru? The hand is Daru's. And... Part-time warrior. Suzuha twists the arm of one of my attackers behind his back and holds him down. The other men seem to have undergone the same treatment. They stumble backwards. As I turn my head to look, I see Kurisu and Mocha standing in front of Faris and I, protecting us.
Sorry we're late. Are you okay?
But why?
Faris emailed us.
That's right. Faris was sending emails out while we were heading here. She must have been contacting the other lab mems.
Okay. We need to treat you quick.
Mary and Ruko are half in tears as they run over to me. I'm fine. Daru lets me go, and I try standing up by myself. My entire body feels like it's on fire. Fortunately, it doesn't look like I've broken any bones or sustained any internal damage. I should be okay. Behold! Hobin Kyoma is immortal! Fear not, comrades in arms! I can tell that my lab mems are worried about me, so I proclaim my well-being in as loud a voice as I can muster. Ow, ow, ow. Of course, my entire body starts to ache in pain immediately after. Who the hell are you people? 4 degrees Celsius' eyes are wide open. After seeing my lab mems burst onto the scene, and then witnessing Suzuha, this surprised me too, use her martial arts skills to defang his subordinates, he's clearly in shock. Wait, aren't you maids here?
Oh, I see you've heard of us.
You're not normal maids, are you?
Damn right we aren't.
He's no ordinary maid. He's the infamous Hell Maid, exclusive to preferred gentlemen only.
Shut your hole.
So delicious.
In any case, Mr. 4 degrees Celsius, don't think we'll let your evil acts go any further.
Evil acts, you say?
Kiryu-san, could you hand that over to Faris-san? Here.
Mocha gives Faris a stack of papers. It's the article that Mocha has been conducting interviews for.
Thanks, Moinyan.
What? What is it? Oh, this? It's just one of our many trump cards we plan on using against you. What?
You see, this article's going to be running in magazines pretty soon, yeah?
Faris slaps the stack of papers into 4 degrees Celsius' hands. 4 degrees Celsius, still dazed and confused, looks down at the article in question. His brow springs up in surprise.
What do you think, yeah? I personally think it's quite the read. Forced buyouts, scouting via intimidation. And don't forget all those rumors about violence, yeah? You know, like what happened just now.
You'd have quite the scandal on your hands if this gets out, my friend. Hey. 4 degrees Celsius flings the article at me and bursts into laughter. What's so funny? You fools! I am the one and only 4 degrees Celsius, the black-winged emperor loved by Gaia herself.
Did he finally snap?
Maybe.
Silence, fools! Listen very carefully, as it seems you haven't the slightest clue of what you're getting into. Did you really think you could drive me out of town with an article like this?
Huh?
This is a great article. Marvelous, even. You did your research, certainly. I've got about as much respect for your snake-like tenacity as the rubbish in a trash can. However, an article like this would only feed my audience. They love dark gossip. Do you really think the police would mobilize based on this alone? You truly believe you can kill my social standing? I've never once broken the law, technically.
4 degrees Celsius shouts proudly as though he's already won.
Well, you see, I'm the creator of nightmares, Demiurge. My body is naught but darkness. No matter how many dark deeds you expose, they are but small decorations to me.
I quickly scanned through the article that 4 degrees Celsius threw at me. Written in there are multiple testimonies about 4 degrees Celsius' vicious tactics. There's not a soul out there that wouldn't raise their eyebrows in shock at his actions. They're unforgivable. But he's right. That's all that happened. 4 degrees Celsius might be a weirdo, but he's cunning. He's made sure to keep his hands clean. He always barely skirts by on the edge of the law. This wouldn't last a month in the gossip rags before other stories overshadowed it. The residents of Akiba might distance themselves from 4 degrees Celsius' joints first, but that probably wouldn't last for more than a few months. And when everything dies down, his twisted paradise, 4 degrees Celsius' heaven, would still be built here. Kills me to admit it, but he's right. But this isn't over. Oh wait, no, that's not him. But this isn't over. Say what? We can't afford to lose here. That's right, we can't lose. We won't lose. Daru, is it ready? I stare straight at my right-hand man. He gives me a thumbs up and grins. Perhaps the coolest smile he's ever made. In all the time we've been together, Daru has never looked more like a real hero than he does now. That's how reliable that smile of his is.
Here, just barely got it done.
That's why you're my supreme right-hand man.
Take it, just what the mad scientist ordered.
Daru proudly exclaims as he coolly whips out a stack of what appear to be freshly printed papers and tosses them to me. Unfortunately, the papers aren't actually stapled together, so they scatter to the floor before ever getting anywhere close to my hands.
Whoops, that's not good.
Daru, see what happens when you try to act cool, damn it! Just give them to me like a normal person. Daru and I hurriedly pick the papers up off the floor, and once again face 4 degrees Celsius. Huh? And what's that supposed to be? What? You fool. You called yourself an emperor, but you're nothing more than a criminal. Indeed, you are cunning, I'll give you that. You've gone to great lengths to make sure that you never broke the law, on the surface at least. So you're right, this article alone is not enough for the police to act on. I paused dramatically. Wait a second. Didn't 4 degrees Celsius do the same thing not too long ago? Fine, I'll just make this a double pause. However, upon seeing these numbers, don't you think certain people might take great interest in your dealings? I dramatically hold the papers up to 4 degrees Celsius's eyes. For example, the National Tax Agency. 4 degrees Celsius turns pale for the first time. Ha! This is just like that one scene from that drama they were playing on TV the other day. Don't get the wrong idea, this is an homage. I'm not copying anything, I swear. It's mere coincidence that my lines are the same. Seriously. This is... 4 degrees Celsius's intense stare nearly burns a hole through the papers. A series of rather stunning figures are plastered all over them. You bastard, where did you... Beats me, but you sure have a whole lot saved up, pal. I'm pretty jealous. Printed in that stack of papers are an assortment of other companies and accounts outside of 4 degrees Celsius's front company. Skillfully crafted dummy companies, personal bank accounts, none of them in 4 degrees Celsius's name, along with a detailed investigation of their cash flow. This isn't evidence, this is just some made-up bullshit. Like I said, as long as the necessary parties have their interest piqued, it's all good. What happens after that is none of our business.
Oh, and I'm sure your backers would be quite fascinated by these numbers, yeah?
Ugh. 4 degrees Celsius looks like he's seen a ghost. Seeing this as a chance to strike, I raise my voice. Now, cursed serpent, rusted metal king, this land belongs not to you. Be gone! Ugh. A pallid 4 degrees Celsius glances down at the numbers and then back up at us, before finally turning bright red. And then... You bastards, I'll remember this. What is he, a third-rate villain? After dropping his corny final line, he and his goons flee with their tails between their legs. Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, Crane, are you okay? You need more fizzy warm packs, yeah?
Not long after driving off 4 degrees Celsius, Mayuri and FARIS are seeing to my wounds. Kurusu, Dukako, and Mocha went to the drugstore to buy medicine. Daru returned to the lab to collect more data on 4 degrees Celsius financials. I had Suzuha go with him as a bodyguard, just in case. No, seriously, I'm okay. I'm immortal. Ow! Ow, ow.
Ah, stop it, yeah! Stop moving around!
I'm more worried about you. He got you right in the head. You okay?
Yeah, I just got a little bump, that's all.
FARIS has a cold pack pressed to her forehead. A young woman like you needs to be more careful.
Yeah. I'm really sorry. You ended up like this because of me.
Don't sweat it. How many times have I told you? We're friends, right? Right?
Yeah.
You've got the medicine. Is this enough for now? Duko and the others open the door, bags of medicine in hand. Whoa, wait a sec. You guys brought way too much. I figured. We were in a rush, so...
Okay, Ocarine, take off your clothes.
Oh, wait, why?
You have to apply the medicine, silly.
Wait, come on, hold up. I'm not gonna strip in front of all these girls. Are you seriously worried about that right now? Jeez, just take it all off. Stop, don't pull. Ow, 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 ow. The pain coursing through my body keeps me from putting up much resistance, and Kurisu strips me down like a doll. Why are you turning red? This is totally your fault. I'm not turning red, damn it. Fine, whatever, just look the other way. You're making me embarrassed.
I know. Come on, Ushibar-san, let's look the other way.
Okay.
What? Rikuko, you're a guy. Why the hell are you turning red?
I'm sorry. I swear I wasn't thinking about how big and strong your back looked, Okabe. Kyoma-san. Now, Kyoma, you're just gonna hurt yourself if you yell like that, yeah? Your FARIS will put the medicine on for you, yeah?
No, I can do it myself.
Don't be shy, yeah? Come on, show me your back.
Before I can even object, Ferris has circled around to my back. She slowly starts rubbing the medicine on. Her thin, gentle fingers tickle a little.
How did that hurt? Sorry, yeah.
No, I'm fine. There's no way I can tell her that it feels good. Or that it tickles.
Okay, that should do it, yeah. Now do your front.
Did she just say front? Wait a minute, I can definitely do that myself.
No, wait, yeah. FARIS is gonna rub it all over you. And Mayuchi will take this side.
Ferris and Mayuri surround me, their moist hands creeping along my body. Stop it, you two!
Yay! Is this your weak spot, Kyoma? Take this! Robbie rub, Robbie rub!
Whoa!
I'm not sure how much more I can handle listening to this.
Kirsi still has her back to me, ears red as she yells. Meanwhile, Rikuko is hanging his head down.
I'm so jealous of them.
What do you mean by that? You know what? I'm not gonna ask. Let's talk about the aftermath, shall we? Just as planned, after 4 degrees Celsius' shady cash flow came to light, he found himself in the crosshairs of some terrifying government officials. Rumor has it that his companies are set to be under investigation in the near future. To make matters better for us, Mooka's later articles would reveal that he did in fact appear to have broken the law on multiple occasions. Thanks to Operation Freya, May Queen Yanyan had started to bounce back, and 4 degrees Celsius, in a panic, went just a little bit too far in trying to crush us. According to Mooka, the evictions in the May Queen Yanyan building would produce a whole lot of smoke if investigated. You know what they say about smoke. All of 4 degrees Celsius' backers had abandoned him, and his influence over Akiba was declining rapidly. The day he becomes a hyper-whatever producer in name only is likely just around the corner. And that, my friends, is how the third Akihabara Maid Cafe war came to a close. Older maid cafes that had gone out of business or moved have been slowly returning to their original spots, taking the place of 4 degrees Celsius' businesses. And in a bit of happy news, many of May Queen's regulars have started to come back. As for what us lab mems are up to, well, with Operation Freya complete, our work at May Queen Yanyan was supposed to have come to an end, but it would appear as though we've gained quite the fan base among certain crowds, making it a bit difficult to just quit.
Your order. Hey, Rika-kun. Come on, pretty please. Cosplay as Karari-chan. We can't find anyone who's suited better than you. We asked Mayuri-chan to make a costume just for you.
The Fujoshi army points over at Mayushi Yanyan, busy serving customers at another table.
I said I can't cosplay.
Madams, could I please request that you give our maid a little bit of a break? Also hurry up and make your orders, please decide on your order.
Hey, Seb-sama.
Yes?
You should help us get Rika-kun to cosplay. I'm sure Rika-kun would do whatever his beloved Seb-sama wanted him to do.
Damn you all, I am not his beloved!
Okabe, Seb-sama, you want to see me try cosplay too?
Rikuko's expression is oddly serious.
In that case, I'll do it.
Ah! I don't know how to say that one. Rikuko, seriously. My head aching from all this, I flee from the area as soon as I can, spotting our Hellmaid tormenting some of her slaves, or customers, think Daru, at another table.
What's wrong with you? Just eat it, you pathetic maggots. How am I supposed to clean this? You want more water? Ha! Some muddy water from the street is good enough for a gross dog like you. You spilled this much? You better not have done this on purpose to get me to clean it. Go on, lick it up with that filthy tongue of yours.
Christina? Is it just my imagination, or do you seem to be enjoying this far more than when you first started? No, this can't be. Don't tell me you've opened Steins. No, the gate to some strange and terrifying world.
ILOVMYMAST. Oops. See? That's why I told you that you need to write in smaller letters with the chocolate. I love my mask is all that fits. What's with all this whipped cream? I've never seen a pancake like this in my entire life. Sorry.
Standing around a customer's table, Suzuha is scolding her troublesome big sister. This is yet another famous combination that's come into existence here at Make Win Union. In fact, they're so popular that they've already taken on roles as sisters. Hell, we have customers that just sit back and smile as they enjoy watching the two go back and forth, almost like a comedy act. And finally, who can forget our star performer? Daru, in a penguin suit. Was so poorly received that he only lasted a single day.
Why? I'm not okay with this. Everyone said I was super cute.
It's your own damn fault, you zombie penguin bastard. The day the costume was completed, Penguin Daru went off to Chuodori to hand out flyers. And yeah, he was a big hit with the ladies. They'd all get real cozy talking about how cute he was. And some of these girls would even hug him. Unfortunately, those same hugs caused him to grow overexcited, resulting in him passing out with a terrible nosebleed. The bleeding was so bad that eventually the penguin was soaked in blood, like something out of a horror movie. This zombie penguin of his has already become a bit of an urban legend here in Akiba and will likely be passed on to future generations. Oh, that's right. There's one thing I forgot to mention. We managed to finish shooting and editing the PV for Make Win Yanyan. It's already up on streaming sites. It goes without saying that its overall quality is below substandard, but nonetheless it's being warmly received thanks to the main heroine's, who was a guy, performance, along with the rest of the women that appear in it. As for me, well, I'm popular with the Fujoshi crowd as usual. The men on the other hand all hate my guts. It's gotten hard to deal with, so I stopped looking at internet comments. Oh, and I'm not the only victim either. Oh no, I can't ever go back to America. How can I possibly show my face to everyone at the lab? Apparently Kurisu had been telling herself that since the PV was for a tiny maid cafe in Akiba, there's no way it would make the rounds. However, her university professors managed to find it with no problem and apparently enjoyed it quite a bit. They ended up sending the video around via a mailing list. By the time Kurisu noticed, it was too late. Now she's famous around campus for her second name, Akihabara Maid Girl. To make matters worse, folks are trying to get her to dance at some kind of samba event in the States next month. They want her to wear her cat ears and maid outfit, of course. And so Kurisu is constantly having to deal with emails from the States day in and day out. Every now and then you can hear her muttering things like, "I said I'm not going to dress up as a maid," or "I don't even know how to dance the samba." That's about the long and short of it. It may be gradual, but the wounds received during the war are slowly starting to heal.
Good work, Nyan.
Thanks, I'm actually getting pretty used to it. At least compared to the beginning, anyway.
Cool.
Faris and I worked the late shift today, so we were the last ones in the cafe. I decided to walk her back to her place before heading to the lab. We're walking through Akiba together. 4°C has vanished from Akiba. He's supposedly on the run, but there's no guarantee that he won't come for Faris, seeking revenge. Of course, Faris isn't the only one I'm concerned about. I made sure to tell all the other girls, Ruko included, to not go anywhere alone at night. Plus, you've cheered up. That's enough to wipe away my fatigue.
Huh?
That's what Mayuri was saying earlier.
Oh, you surprised me, Nya.
Well, I feel the same way. Your cheerfulness is infectious.
Really, Nya?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little embarrassing.
Faris scratches her cheek with her index finger. She continues to wear her carefree smile as we keep walking in silence. With nothing to say, I just quietly stay next to her. The night breeze passing underfoot hints at the coming of autumn. As I look up, my view is filled with a sea of buildings, their stores closed up for the day. In this starless sky, their neon signs are the only things looming the night. This is the true form of Akihabara, a chaotic mishmash of different buildings, skyscrapers, and multiplex structures.
Kyoma.
What's up? I continue to look up at the Akiba skyline.
Thank you so much. I mean it. You've given me so much.
I notice Faris' speaking mannerisms have changed, and turned to look at her. There, I didn't find Faris Nyanyan, but Rumiho, the ordinary high school girl. Her cat ears are gone. Faris.
I know I said this before, but up until now I've never had any friends I could open up to. No matter how painful it was, no matter how much I wanted to cry, there was no one who could save me. No prince in shining armor.
Prince.
Sorry. To be honest, I'm actually really childish. I've always been waiting for a prince to come and save me. Silly, right?
Faris bashfully raises the corners of her mouth a little. Were we able to become your prince?
Yeah.
I'm glad. The breeze blows yet again. It's soft and gentle, and Ferris's twin tails sway from side to side. And then suddenly, Ferris stops in place, looking up at me. I instinctively stop as well, looking down at her. Our gazes intertwine, drawn to each other. I can see Ferris's cheeks starting to redden, her eyes glistening.
It's just, there's something I tried to ask you so many times. I could never work up the courage.
What is it? Go on, hit me. I'll do anything.
Really?
Yeah, as long as it's within my abilities.
I see.
Ferris pauses in hesitation. Her clear jade eyes remain unmoving, as though she's trying to peer deep into my soul. And then...
Hey, do you remember that spell I told you about?
Spell? Ah, yeah.
My name right now is different from my true name. And if you hear it, Kyoma, you might fall under its spell. You'd fall in love with me.
Didn't I tell you it didn't work? My heart starts racing as I reply to her. I feel like the pitch of my voice has gone up, too.
Yeah, but you know, that was all a lie. A person affected by that spell doesn't fall in love with me. It's the reverse.
The reverse? Ferris slowly brings her face close to mine. She's standing on her tiptoes. The distance between us is so small that our faces would touch if either of us moved.
You see, I'll actually fall in love with the person who calls me Rumiho.
What?
That's why I've always wanted to ask you. Please, call me Rumiho.
Everything around us has stopped. The only place where time flows is in the space between our gazes. I can feel her warmth as she clings tightly to me. It's almost as if she's the only person that exists in this entire world. Is this heartbeat my own, or is it hers? And then, I can see the tears beginning to well in Ferris's eyes. These tiny beads of light quickly grow larger, on the verge of rolling down her cheeks.
You won't say it?
Rumi. And then, Rumiho's lips cover mine. This mysterious feeling is warm, sweet, and yet somehow heart-rending. It melts between our lips. Our lips continue to seek each other for some time, enchanted with one another.
Oh.
And at last we slowly pull away. Hey.
Hey, no, I'm not gonna let you say it.
What? Ferris sticks her red tongue out from between the lips she had just kissed me with, and promptly leaps back. She then quickly re-equips her cat ears.
Yeah, Ferris belongs to everyone, yeah?
Back to her usual hijinks, she loudly declares her motto. You damn cat girl!
Yeah, Ferris has cast a new spell on you, Kyoma.
What is it this time?
You'll be Ferris' servant from here on out.
Ferris whips her twin tails as she turns around and starts to run. I chase right after her. Curse you, that's cheating! That sort of magic will never work on me!
Too late, yeah. Plus that was Ferris' first, so it's super duper strong.
I said wait up, you damn cat girl demon!
I'm no demon, I'm an angel, yeah.
Ferris and I wear big smiles on our faces as we race through the labyrinth of alleyways. Amidst the flood of neon lights, the buildings of Akiba quietly look down upon us. Tomorrow, this town will once again be filled with its usual hustle and bustle. Tomorrow and the day after, and the day after that, this town will continue to be a fun place open to any and all. A place that will continue to burst with dreams and hope for all to see. Just like the smile this mischievous little cat is wearing as she runs ahead of me. As my mind races with these thoughts, I continue to chase after that little cat, forever. And there we go! Oh my god, the FARIS ending! God damn. Okay, that was fucking cute. Like, the thing is... Oh man. These are just all so fucking cute, and I feel... Okay. Fucking, wow, okay. Let me just get my thoughts together once again every time this happens. Whatever. I really, really appreciate how much of this is actually just really wholesome. And like, there's So much of it that, like, they managed to sort of get into the guts of the issues that are sort of brought up in original Steins Gate, but also in a bit of a different way. Because, like, FARIS had all of the situation going on in Steins Gate, of course, but now, like, this sort of gives, like, a different dimension to her. Same thing with Moaka. With Kurisu, it wasn't really a thing, but then again, we got a lot of Kurisu in original Steins Gate, so I don't think we were really missing too much there. But, like, these characters that didn't get that much time are getting a lot more time and getting more facets to their personality that I'm really appreciating because they're so good and so wholesome and so lovely. And God, it's so fucking cute. I will admit, I do feel a little bit of apprehension for the Ruka route because I know there's gotta be one. And I just really hope that it's, you know, considerate and, like, good to Ruka. But, you know, we'll get there when we get there. But for right now, this was a lovely route. I like how it was kind of corny, but at the same time really wholesome and sort of heartfelt. And just overall, good time. Just a good time all around. Can I skip this? Yes, I can. And I think Heaven's Nehushtan completed. New item, whatever. I don't care. And yeah, I think that is a pretty good place to cut it. Next we will be going on to fucking, okay, so we did the don't send the message, we did the send the message right away, and that was the send the message after one edit. So now we're going to send the message after 2 edits and see where that goes. But for the time being, thank you all so much for following my playthrough of Steins Gate, my darling's embrace. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!